what it's like to work under Georgia State Capitol's Gold Dome? In a few short weeks, the University of North Georgia students that you are about to meet will actually get that chance. Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Young from University of North Georgia's Department of Political Science and International Affairs. I'm here today with 4 outstanding students who were selected, along with 30 plus other students from across Georgia, to participate in the spring 2020 iteration of the Georgia Legislative Internship Program, or GLIP. I have asked them to share their feelings and thoughts with you as they prepare to embark on an experience of a lifetime.
I'm Hayden Lathren. I went to Sequoia High School in Canton, Georgia. I'm a political science major with an American politics concentration at the University of North Georgia.
Hi, I'm Avery Chappell. I went to high school at Appalachia in Winder, Georgia, and I'm a senior here at UNG, and I'm a political science major.
Hi, I'm Ashley Thomas. I went to Mill Creek High School in Tequila, Georgia. I'm a junior at the University of North Georgia with a poli-sci major and a concentration in American politics.
My name is Lana Goitia. I was homeschooled in Monroe, Georgia. I'm a political science major with a focus on free law, and I graduate in May of 2020.
What does the selection mean to you?
I think for me, it was a really big deal just because I never expected to be selected. I knew that there were so many of us nominated, or not so many of us being nominated, but just the nomination from the university was a big deal to me. So at that point, I just knew that I had a really good opportunity and I hoped that I could take it.
I felt really honored to be selected by the university. I thought that I kind of was a long shot, but here I am.
Yeah, it was definitely an honor, and same what you said, I thought I was a long shot, but it was kind of a validation of all my hard work in the past few years.
Yeah, I agree with Ashley. It was definitely all the hard work that we put into our classes, into our coursework and extracurriculars really paid off in the fact that it helped give us the opportunity to be selected for this internship.
What are you hoping to get out of the internship, and what expectations do you have going into it?
I'm really looking forward to the connections and relationships that I'll make at the Capitol.
One thing that I'm really looking forward to is learning about the state legislative process. Most of my classes have focused on the government federally, and I'm excited to learn how our state does it itself.
I'm definitely excited for hands-on experience because we've taken state and local and take all these classes, but that's just paper and learning. I want to actually do stuff.
It's really awesome to be able to see how the process works in person and be a part of that process. You can read about it in a book or you have a lecture about it in a class, but it's much different to get that hands-on experience.
This will be the first time that the real world has actually kind of hit me in the face. So it's going to be a really cool experience and probably a really scary experience to figure out how to go about the professional world, as well as I'll be taking classes and managing a sorority as well.
I was worried that this internship would interfere with my graduation date, but the 9 hours toward my plan of study, it helps.
Absolutely. I think the cool thing about the internship is it can count as a 6 or a 9 credit hour. For my major specifically, my concentration in American politics, I have to have 2 6-hour internships, so it'll be good to knock this out as well as take a couple online classes throughout the semester to be on track.
Do you guys have anything to pass on, any words of wisdom to share with other students?
I would definitely say don't be afraid to apply, even if you think you're not going to get in, or your GPA isn't high enough, or your grades aren't as high as other people. They factor in more things than just academics. So if you think you're not going to get it, I would still apply because you never know what could happen.
I agree. Don't be afraid to apply, and you'll never know what can happen.
Absolutely. I personally was terrified to apply. One of my professors, Carl Cavalli, I worked as a research assistant for him this semester, and just throughout this entire semester, he pushed and pushed and pushed that I apply, and here I am.
Yeah, I agree. Make sure you apply, even if you're not a political science major. They take majors of, they take all sorts of majors, so you don't have to have taken any classes that are political science related. And make sure you start building connections with your professors in all your classes, because you'll need 2 letters of recommendations from your professors, so that's really important.
Thank you. you guys so much for your time and for sharing your journey with the rest of us.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Stephen Northam, Dr. Stephen Northam. I'm with the UNG Political Science and International Affairs Department. Also, I'm the UNG Campus Coordinator for the Georgia Legislative Internship Program, or more affectionately called GLIP. If you're interested in serving as an intern with the Georgia State Legislature from UNG, there's a couple of things I'd like for you to do. First, I'd like for you to check out the video where I present an in-depth overview of the GLIP program. The second thing I'd like for you to do is email me any questions you might have concerning the internship, and I really hope that you seriously consider this to become an intern next year